On this edition of Kababayan Today, memoir author Nieves Villamin talks about bittermelons and mimosas. That's all next on Kababayan Today.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si G. Tonji. Marami sa ating mga kababayan ay nag-migrate dito sa Amerika upang makahanap ng mas mabuting kinabukasan. Ang susunod nating makakausap ay hindi nakakaiba. Ngunit isinulat niya ang kanyang karanasan sa kanyang memoir na pinamagatang Bittermelons and Mimosas. Kasama natin si Nieves Villamin upang basahin ang ilang excerpts ng nakakatindig balahibo niyang memoir. Sasamahan siya ng kanyang mister na si Nieves Villamin mamaya. Pero let's welcome here on Kababayan Today for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, ang manunulat po ng Philippine Memoir na ito, no other than Nieves Katahan Villamin. Hi!
Hi! Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Maraming salamat po sa pagpunta nyo dito. Unang-una sa lahat, nung nabasa ko ang ilan sa mga sinulat nyo dito, talagang tumaas ang balahibo ko. Iba talaga yung mababasa mo yung experiences ng kababayan mo.
Yeah.
So, ang una kong tanong sa inyo, Nieves, bakit nyo sinulat itong memoir na ito?
Well, two things. Nung ako ay advisor ng Filipino Cultural Exchange sa Cal Poly, this was when I was still working there. Most of the time, yung mga estudyante, they will come to my office and talk to me and tell me about, hindi naman problema, kundi mga experiences nila sa parents nila, na bakit ang parents nila ay very, strict.
Stricto ang mga Pilipinong magulang.
Not only that, bakit daw ang parents nila, sinasabi kung ano ang kukunin nilang courses, why can't they do what they wanna take, what they wanna, do in life, bakit laging nandyan sa likod nila ang kanilang mga parents. Sabi ko sa kanila, well, who's paying for your education? They are paying for my education. I said, okay, in the culture here, with non-Filipinos, I don't think they do that. And besides, that is how that was done in the Philippines. My parents told me that I should take this because, when I finish, I will surely have a job. So it's just the culture. It's just that na hindi sila pakialamera. They know what is best for you. So in the process, sometimes they make a mistake, and but most of the time, parents are right.
Right. So writing the memoir was your way of showing your students your experience.
Them, right.
To understand bakit ganito yung mga magulang nila, the older generation.
That's right. Sabi ko sa kanila, your parents are not the only one who does that. I do that to my kids, and every time nagagalit sila sa akin. But the good thing about it is that experience taught me a lot. If anything, I learned from my students, not them learning from me. You know why? Because, I became, more attentive, and I listened to my children and listen to what they are saying, and that was good. It kind of improved our relationship. Kasi nga ba, hindi ba sa atin, kung anong gusto ng parents yung masusunod.
Oo, yun ang susunod. Wag kayong sasagot.
That's right.
Diba? Pero iba na ang panahon ngayon. At lalo na pag nandito tayo sa Amerika, kailangan bigyan boses ang mga kabataan para they don't feel that they don't have a choice.
Yeah. And also, kasi I had noticed that, and well, it's also, my mistake, na the students don't know much about culture. Yung background ng parents nila, kung paano sila lumaki, kung anong ginawa nila when they were young, kung paano ginawa nila sa ligawan, courtship, when they were teenagers or nung they got married or something like that. Wala silang kaalam-alam. Kasi when their parents came here in the United States, we were here for one reason. We want to better our lives.
Of course.
Diba?
Lahat tayo, hindi po ba?
That's
Lahat
right.
tayo, maraming kababayan ang pumupunta sa Amerika dahil nga sa hirap ng buhay sa
That's
Pilipinas.
right. Yeah. So then pagdating dito, ano ang ating inaasikaso?
Trabaho.
Trabaho. Minsan double job, triple
Oo.
job.
Trabaho.
Sometimes, we don't even have time to talk to our kids and to tell them, what is important and how to tell them that it's gonna be okay, I love you, or things like those. Kasi nga, very, sa atin ng trabaho, and sometimes we're so engrossed. Kasi during that time also, wala tayong maraming rights, di ba? Na before affirmative action, natatakot tayo na mawala ng trabaho. Kaya pag uwi ng bahay, iniisip mo pa yung trabaho mo, baka ako ba ma-fire, kailangan ganito, pagbutihin, ganon. So, we didn't have any time to talk to our children about culture. And also, this is my experience myself, is we let them, do their thing, we taught them na learn how to, get with people, get along. Kasi they will need that when they grow up.
That's
to
right.
get along. We did not insist on them, other ethnicities, di ba? Mapapansin mo, Chinese, Japanese, Hispanics, when they talk, they have their accent, because they are, their parents taught their language at home.
Tayo mga Pilipino,
Iba.
pag nandito sa Amerika, gusto natin, or the older generation rather, and I'm not making a stereotype, pero the older generation, gusto nila English lang.
That's right.
Diba? You have to fit in. You have to assimilate.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so kasama natin si Nieves dito. Magbabasa tayo ng ilan sa mga excerpts from her book. So it's called Bittermelons and Mimosas. Join us when we return here on Kababayan Today.